taking a look at this very first heat with Clement Rosario, Luis Denis, and Barnt Roediger. That is going to be a crazy heat to watch. Those powerhouse teams, they've been putting all that time and effort in over the last 3 years to prepare since the last time that we were able to run the ISA World SUP and Paddleboard Championships. We haven't been able to run them since 2019 in El Salvador. So for a lot of these teams, they've been itching to get back into the jersey. They've had some other contests and stuff, but now to be able to perform on this level and to be able to represent their teams on such an important sport, as we see the clock begin and our heat is underway with a little bump starting to roll through, and we're going to track with our surfer in yellow. He has a little look at it and decides not to go.
Let's watch Bant on the outside, stroking in. Now he can go regular foot or switch foot. We've seen him do both. He's going to go for the right-hander here.
Drives up into the lip. Nice snap and drift of the tail. Great bit of control and variety. Now just switches that paddle to a different side of his body. Drives back with a bit of style. I love that kind of cockney stance on his back leg as well. Working his way through here, looking to go up into the lip. That was a difficult section. That wave got really frothy through the inside bow.
Yeah.
Kaede Inoue from Japan as well has been one of those standouts, so that's going to be exciting to see get underway. As our surfer in white is now up and running on his first wave for Luis Denis. Great backhand attack to start. Nice wrap, great extension out of the back leg as well on that second turn. Pedals back, nice hit of the foam. And we'll see how these waves start to shape up. I'm curious to see how much of this inside section is going to be, something worth sticking with. This one definitely was with the layback attack to finish, and how many of those waves are going to go flat. So really being able to pick the right wave selection that's going to stand up on the inside is going to add maybe that extra point or two to a score. Taking a look at some replays here. Talk us through this one from Clement.
Yeah, there's that first turn. Watch this second turn. Watch the spray off the lip. Whack. I mean, that is a rooster tail. That's going to be worth a lot of points. And here we go, Luis Denis.
All right, nice strong paddle. He's sitting under third priority, so our other two surfers deciding not to go on this wave. Caught behind the section to start, but he had so much speed that he easily made it past and goes in for a first big turn. Breaks that horizontal line with the second. Nice big tail slide for the third. Great bit of variety from Luis. And answering straight back in red, Clement. Not sure what happened at the start of that wave, but we do know he's got 2 turns to finish with.
And for Bant, this was on the other side, the right-hander from Clement. Easy start, back into the white water. Now the wave starts to pick up some speed. Bant has to roll with this. Floats it nice, stalls, looking down the line, gaining some speed, cuts back into the white water, rotates the paddle. Here he goes. Now he's going to ramp it up right here. Bottom turn, good spray on the top, gaining some speed here. Roundhouse into the pocket, and he just finishes off at the end.
White with second priority, yellow with third priority, and yellow is into this wave. First wave of the set. Nice 2 turns to start things off. Goes switch, or actually I think he took off switch. Now he's back to regular foot as he cruises towards the right. Nice little tail slide there on the inside, and that's really impressive on the switch stance to go for those 2 front hand re-entries to start.
Regular foot, nice turn. I mean, great turn for a regular foot rider riding goofy foot. He got a spray. Switch stance right here as Luis takes off on the outside. Working the white water down the line, gaining some speed. Nice carving slide there at the end. I think the judges are going to judge the Bant score, his highest so far of the 3.
Well, now the scores have just come through. It's a 3.63, and here's my breakdown of that. Is that had he stayed in his normal stance as a regular foot and attacked that on his backhand, he probably could have done better turns than being goofy-footed or in a switch stance position, which is crazy impressive. But to think of actually the functionality here in a massive heat with so much on the line, to actually stay in your regular stance, and the same thing happens on longboarding. It's got to be flawless, and it's also got to take into consideration all of that criteria. Those kind of turns, as impressive as it is that he was in a switch stance position, little tag off the top, not crazy vertical, didn't ditch the fins out, anything like that. Big wrap back, but a horizontal turn. Those aren't going to be giving those big scores, even if he had done that on the right on his regular foot. And congratulations to Clement Rosario again for taking another win, and Luis Denise in second. Now, Bant Roediger will have another opportunity in the rapid charge round.
Let's introduce our surfers out in the water. You see the man in red to the left. That'll be Bant Roediger from Team USA, hailing from Hawaii. Ricky Horikoshi from Japan will be in white. Felipe Rodriguez from Mexico in yellow. And possibly one of these guys, maybe two of these guys, can work their way all the way to the ultimate final.
Bant, always the stylish surfer. Looking forward to watching him ride some waves. Ricky and Bant looking at this wave. Bant in red, he's going to try to get into it. So slides in, he's going to go backhand. Opts to stay regular foot. Right through the lip, kind of gets hung up and drops his paddle for a second, but nonetheless, nice turn. Sweeps back. Does not go switch stance. He's working his way down, up and over. So that's got to feel good. There goes Bant switching to the left. And he does that just to pull out a little easier. So Bant getting a quick start. Yeah, so Ricky stroked into that one real early and got to kind of go across Felipe and Bant. And here goes Felipe. He's finding these rights where he's getting the lip and he's taking advantage. Lots of free surfing right here. He's got his tail drifting on that second turn. So Felipe opening up his campaign in this heat.
Outside his second ride, we've still yet to see that. And then also score coming in for Felipe Rodriguez. 7 puts him in first place. And here's the second wave from Bant. Floats right off the top, slides the tail. More aggressive surfing on this board. I think he feels better with that board under his feet. So good carving turn to open up there. So Felipe needing a score. No, takes that away. So he only has that one score. Back to live action.
Yeah, so Bant really paying attention to the lefts this time. And it's just so impressive. He rode his first wave regular foot. He rode this one goofy foot, half of it. Now he switched back to regular, which is his more dominant stance, getting a couple backside turns. You know, it could play in your favor with, you know, because we all know how hard that can be, but it could also confuse the judges a little bit, right? So, you know, Bant's the only one doing this in the field, so it does give him a little bit of separation. But look at Felipe just getting these rights, snapping it on the backhand. He's always got that powerful roundhouse in his game plan. And just look at all the speed he's creating through his section, and boom, gets another section. So Felipe just happened to find the best waves we've seen. The heats are so close, and the judges are really trying to find that differentiation between the riders. Here goes Bant on his front side. Boom, tail drifting. I'm loving that style. Let's go, Bant. Another one. Big old wrap. Can he hang on? And he does. The yoga master hangs on with the bendy legs. So he's going to work this one. S turning, just giving it some time. So Bant is going to pull out, but he got some damage done out the back bow.
Well, I tell you what, we've seen some maneuvers on this wave from Bant that we haven't seen all the last 3 days.
And Bant knows he needs a little bit of flair, and he switched up boards, gets a little bit more tail drift right here. Watch this one. Boom, I'm loving that. And then this one's just a big, drawn-out power carve.
And look how he uses the paddle to prop him up like an ama on an outrigger canoe.
And if he doesn't have that paddle, there's no way he's pulling that maneuver. So that's a good point, Bo. So Bant Roediger looking spicy.
All right, what's the score for the man in red? As we watch on the replay, while Bant was going right, Felipe Rodriguez was going left. He's been dominating in this heat. Speed, look at the power, look at the flotation right there on the whitewater. Banks one more time. He's in the mojo of this heat.
Yeah, and Felipe, you know, look at this. Look how far he went down on this wave, and he made all the sections, tons of speed. And, I mean, he's got a stranglehold on this heat, so it's all about what this score is for Bant.
Well, if you want a picture of a reason why to come to Puerto Rico, look at this. It looks like we're on the top of an aquarium. Wow, 1 minute to go, and look at the judges. A 7.37, a 7.27, I should say, for Felipe Rodriguez. What did Bant Roediger? He got a 6.6 on the previous wave, and that's his last score. 5, there's Bant Roediger. Kind of Duke style. Riding with both feet parallel. But what an explosive heat from Felipe Rodriguez, an official qualifier. There he is.
Leonardo Jimenez of Brazil, Taka Inouye of Japan, and Bernd Roediger from the USA. White and red now on the peak. We'll see who takes the inside spot. It's going to be our surfer in white. Now off onto the right. Big hit to start, and he'll redirect for the left. Nice opening turn from Leonardo. Second snap. Now sets it up here, uses that paddle to just project down the line into the lip, and kicks out with some tenacity. Participants and recipients starting to compete at the ISA World Surfing Games, at the World Junior Games.
He had a two-wave total of a 15.44. Here we go, Bernd Roediger up and riding.
All right, setting that rail off the bottom into the lip. Important moment. Solid size section. Now just crouching down low to slice his way through this. So one single maneuver. Hasn't done anything else yet. Wave hasn't allowed him to, but he's not even trying for those foam climbs or anything. Just waits for that big open face hack. Connects with the lip on this and might redirect onto his backhand now as this wave hits the shallow part of the reef. Nice